My name is Keith Knafel. I was at Central Noble Junior Senior High School. I was there for all 13 years of my high school and middle school and elementary. I loved it there. I pretty much did everything that I possibly could. Was a four-sport athlete. I loved that. I loved watching all the sports, even if I didn't participate. I loved going to the basketball games, loved watching all the football games. And then I was trying to expand my further journey, and that was to go to Trine University. I continued my academic and athletic career. I am running cross country and track, majoring in actuarial science and mathematics, and then minoring in accounting and finance. So yes, a lot of math. It is very, very number inducive, but I love it up there. I'm a tour guide as well, so I get to have my smiling face, visit all the incoming freshmen and juniors. It's very, very nice to see that and all those smiling faces as well. So actuarial science, it is kind of a weird thing. Not many people know about it. They really work for insurance companies most of the times. Like a lot of the people will go into insurance and then they will analyze risk, assess data, and just kind of constantly crunch numbers. It's a lot of things that people don't want to do. That's why they make a lot of money. The thing about it is they work in an office, so that would be very nice. And then I can get out of the office too, kind of talk to people. My coworkers especially, that's one thing that I'm very excited about. So, and I love numbers. My family never did go to college, so it was a very hard decision to kind of ultimately go off to college. My mom was my biggest drive. She was an accountant pretty much at the Annex building in Noble County. She loves it in there. She's the auditor, or deputy auditor is what she is. And she was my main drive. She really kind of pushed me to go. She said, follow your dreams, go in there. You're gonna have the best 4 years of your life. You're gonna have a ton of fun, make a ton of new friends. And she said, that's always what I pictured you going into as college. She said, I wish I could have, but I didn't have the money for it, and I want to put you through college. It's been hard, but it's definitely worth it. And I'm glad that I listened to her, and I'm glad that I listened to my dad as well. He was also a big push. So that was my main drive, is my parents. I was extremely thankful, and I still am extremely thankful. And I will forever be thankful for all the money that I was given. Because without it, I would not be in college right now. The college is very expensive at college, so I would not be there if it weren't for all of this funding and scholarships and grants. And I'm just forever thankful for all of the funding that I've received. So actually, it's about in a class. There was 5 kids in this class, and I was one of those 5. My professor was the 6th person. It was called Financial Mathematics, and it was my hardest math class that I'd ever taken. And I was not ready for it or prepared enough for it, but we were going into it, all of us 5. We were working together, tackling this class, because it was a very tough class. And it's one of our hardest actuarial classes to take. And in this class, I hit a moment in the 2nd semester where I was like, oh, this is hitting hard. What am I going to do? And then I just went to my fellow peers, and I figured out that if you don't go to your fellow peers, you're really going to get stuck in a hole, and don't do that to yourself. So I learned 2nd semester, definitely find those people, which is everybody. You're going to find that family. And it was just very nice to know that people were there for me, and they noticed whenever I'd start and getting down on myself. And then they came and picked me up. They brought me back and got me through that class with an A. Ended up with an A in the class. I was very, very excited, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without my fellow friends and peers in that class. Definitely just a huge thank you. I understand they definitely know how much they're probably helping, but it's more than that. It's just extremely a huge blessing to have that funding and to be giving it to all these students, because it's a life changer. Some of these kids, I might not have been able to go to college to pursue my degree if I didn't have the extra funding. Just thank you guys so much. I'm forever grateful for all the stuff that you guys do. And one day I would like to pay it forward as well, and be able to do that for other kids that are in younger generations, because it's just so awesome. I would definitely like to start a fund to help and give scholarships out to kids. because it's like extremely expensive for college. So it's hard to attain that money and get it. And I want kids to follow their dreams. I want them to pursue what they want to do. And that's just a way that I can get back and give a fund, so that way it can give those scholarships to those kids. So that's just my main drive, and give back to the community, and also still volunteer in the community. I love volunteering. Just seeing all the smiles on people's faces is awesome. They just shine and light up